The 2023 is coming to an end, and in the past, you have thought seriously about buying a home. Maybe a year ago or so, you got pre approved for a home loan. But over the past year, you've heard so much negative talk in the media about home prices and interest rates being so high that you just have kind of lost hope. And you don't think that it's affordable to buy a house right now. And you just keep thinking, you know what? I think I'll wait until interest rates go down or maybe the housing market might crash next year. Then I'll take advantage of it, but not now. My name's Amy Debusk, and for the last 3 decades, I've helped homebuyers just like you that are savvy buy their first home and get into the market. Today, I want to talk to you about what is going on in the market. That is the housing market. So, how did we get here? We have a housing shortage. And if you would have told me a year ago that the home prices would actually go up in 2023, I wouldn't have believed you because interest rates have been the highest all year long that they've been since the year 2000. But regardless of the fact that the interest rates have been higher than the last 20 years, the amount of houses that we have for sale versus how many buyers are out there continue to be less than the buyers. So supply and demand. So the supply is low and the demand is high. But why is the housing supply so low? So we have to go way back to the meltdown of 2008, the Great Recession. During that time, all custom construction, all regular construction of homes ceased, like stopped. Fini. No homes were being built from 2008 to 2014. So what does that do? That means that there was still people buying homes and new homeowners coming to the market, new families. It's called that in my world. It's called a household formation. So lots more household formations every year. We have lots of humans in the United States. But for all that time, 2008 to 2014, 6 years, no homes were being built, no new construction. So that's a big factor right now. The other big factor is there are a lot of major corporations like Blackstone who bought up single family homes and are holding them in portfolios as rentals. It's called a REIT. So that's another huge factor as to why we have such a huge housing shortage. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the interest rates. So if you had a home in 2020, 2021, part of 2022, you had to be living underneath a rock not to refinance for under 3.5%. A lot of people got in the tubes. So those people all probably would like to move. Maybe they don't even like their house that much. Maybe they are growing out of it. They're busting at the seams, but their payment is so low because their interest rate is so low that they cannot even imagine spending so much more money for a mortgage because interest rates are so high. So we've got a lot of people that own homes right now that are sitting on the sidelines and waiting. The other thing is that these potential sellers, they can't see a house on the market that they would want to buy. If they did house on the market that they wanted to buy, they would probably pull the trigger and put their house up for sale. But they can't visualize what it would take because they can't see anything that remotely looks like a home that they want to move into. So those are all major factors as to why the housing market is actually going to go up next year, guys. So there's another whole factor that not a lot of people talk about. So the average first-time home buyer is between the ages of 34 and 36 years old. Well, exciting times, guys, because over the next 4 years, I'm calling it the four factor. Over the next 4 years, there's going to be 4 million first time homebuyers coming of age between the ages of 34 and 36 years old. 4 million every year in the United States. So that means household formations, people that want to buy a home for the first time are going to be in the market and shopping for a home. So what does that mean for you being a first time home buyer? You've never bought a home before and you're worried, like, is this the right time? Guess what? This just means that if you can get into the market right now, if you can qualify for a home loan at these interest rates, which by the way, they've actually come down a little bit over the last 2 or 3 months. But if you can qualify right now, that means that 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you will have $100,000 in equity. It's really simple. You're going to get in when prices are actually going to be lower right now than they will be in 2 to 3 years. Again, it's supply and demand, and we just don't have enough homes for how many people want to buy them. If you would like to learn more about how you can get into the housing market for the first time, get pre-approved, or just start the conversation, please respond to this email, or you can click the link on my Calendly and you can book a phone call with me so we can start that conversation today.